And let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Hey guys, this is Spencer Defense Training. We're going to go over some training with the semi-automatic handgun today of what we offer to individuals as well as safety teams, and then the training that I personally do. So stay tuned. We make holsters. We have custom holsters that we make, so you can go check those holsters out. defensetraining.org/holsters. Alright, back to the video. Hey guys, Spencer Defense Training. I'm going to go over a little of the training that I do and the training that I also offer for individuals as well as like safety teams. This isn't all that I offer for it, but this is a little bit, and this is a little more stressed out training. So basically, this is the one we call it the hat trick. Alright, so basically the hat trick is what we're going to do is I'm going to pop it up here in a minute. And it comes up with instructions on the screen. So the instructions basically say you put the hat on the table. So I've got my little hat here, my little boy's hat. I put it on the table, and I know this isn't real life, but in my training I try to mix things up to keep me thinking. I've worked security most of my life, so I worked security for 20 plus years. And with doing that in the training, they would always mix stuff up. So I try to mix it up even when I'm training at home and for the other guys. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the first target. Now it's a 4-inch target at 15 yards away, or a minute to 15 yards away from where I'm standing. So it'll pop up on the screen. You don't see it now, but this will wide and it'll pop up the screen here in a second. And then I'm going to shoot the 4-inch target, whether I hit it or not. I'm going to try to hit it, but if I don't hit it, it doesn't matter. Or if I do hit it, it doesn't matter. What you have to do is you have to eject the magazine into the hat, rack the slide like you're clearing your jam, put the other magazine, which is sitting on the table, into the gun, re-rack the load, and then shoot that target. So this is just trying to mix it up, trying to mimic a little bit of real life. Again, I know that you're not going to be sitting on a table like this, you're not going to be doing it in a hat. We also have one what I call the box drop. I have a box that's padded, and I will have my ammo, my magazine on me, my reloads, and I will actually just eject the magazine down and go into the padded box, and then I will reload. I do the same thing. But I'm catching in the box because I don't want to damage my magazines because they're not cheap, and I do quite a lot of practice with this. And if I damaged, 2 or 3 a week and broke them, which can happen with the magazines that I use, I don't want to do that. So I pad that box, I shoot it in that box, or I do it in the hat, mix it up a little bit. There's a couple others that I do, but I'm going to show you the hat trick today, and we're going to go from there. So basically, it's going to go, target's going to pop up, I'm going to shoot, hopefully hit the target, right? Eject into the hat, rack, new magazine in, rack again, and you're going to see a couple things. This is my reload magazine, so I don't want it locking back on me on my reload, so I've took one of my real magazines and I've filled it with epoxy. So this epoxy gives a little bit of weight to it, but it won't lock back on the rack, but it doesn't seat, so there's nothing right here to allow it to push up the slide lock. So we're going to go, that's why I keep changing it, and I'll swap it back. And if you're wondering why I'm swapping it back, this is because this is the one that won't allow it to lock back. Alright, so normally my little boy's helping me. He's at grandma's today. He can't help me. So I'm going to push shoot to go. I'm going to double check my firearm. I've already loaded the laser cartridge in it. Going to make sure it's racked back. Got the mag in.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Alright, I got a 2.34 with a split, or my second shot was 6.12, but that's after ejecting, racking, reloading, racking, getting on target with a 6.12, and that was split at 3.78. So it took me 3.78 seconds to get from the first shot hit, eject, rack, reload, rack, back onto that second shot. So let's do it one more time. We're going to add some stress.
Are you ready? Stand by.
a little bit of real life in there. The magazine kind of slipped in my hand and I couldn't get it fast enough. So I got a 2.39 on the first shot, and then I hit the second shot at 6.74. So that was a split 4.35. So, and that was it slipping my hand. I mean, I felt it slip and I had to catch it as I was getting it into the magazine well. So that's a little bit of real life there. So I'm going to add a little stressor now, and with adding the stressor, we'll go from there. Alright, so this stressor is an easy stressor, kind of. For a lot of people this actually bothers. So I've got flashing lights. And these two lights are literally right in my eyes. So they're coming down right here, and this is purposefully. And they're purposefully not on the same rhythm. So I got one side faster, one side slower to kind of throw that off as well. Because if you have both of them at the same speed, you kind of get used to that. I'm not saying you can't get used to this, but it throws it off a little bit. And you can see one of them's going really fast, and this one's going a little bit slower. So let's see how that goes.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Alright, again, a little bit more real life in that my thumb slipped, which happens. This is why we train, this is why we practice, so if that does happen, this is why a lot of times I suggest people get super cheap ammunition so it fails, so you know what that fails like, right? I shoot pretty cheap ammunition most of the time. But I got a 2.29 on first target, which, you know, not horrible. It's a 4-inch target, 15 yards away, right? So then I've got 6.56 on the second shot. That's a split time. It took me 4.27 seconds. And that's about right. I could get it a little under 4, but I probably average 4 seconds. So we have that stressor. I'm going to add one more stressor into here, and then we'll go from there. Normally, again, my little boy is doing this to help me. And I'm going to throw some videos at the end of him helping me. He's at Drum Miles today. I got 2 5-pound bags. I'm going to hold them out. And one of the reasons I do this is because we're not always going to be standing here ready. So I can't get my hands much further away than this. So if I have my hands out, I got a little bit of weight, adding a little bit of stress. If you hold it for a real long time, it add a little bit of that shake in, right, like the adrenaline's rushing. So that'll help out with stressing as well. So let's see how this goes.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Alright, had a real good split time. Had a 2.45 getting on target. Which is to be expected because my hands are up and not right here, so that's adding some more time, right? 2.45 first shot, and then I had a 6.17, which is a split of 3.72 off the reload, right? So that wasn't bad. Alright, so I'm going to add one more stressor in. This is one of the ones that when I'm doing training with guys, I will add this in the very last. So I will walk them, I will step them just like I've stepped here. So if you ever come to my training, especially safety team guys, this isn't all we do. I've got some that actually move and go through, and I can add more stressors in. But this is one of the easier ones. This is where I start you at. I start you at actually a know-nothing, just on a range, basically, a range on the wall with the laser cartridge. And it's just a 4-inch circle. We've got to get that under that 3.5 seconds. That's called the Jack Wilson drill. So at 15 yards, 4-inch target, we try to get under 3.5 seconds. So once we get you there, then we start adding the stressors. We start adding different things. So like the crowd behind it. So I've got the crowd. If I miss that target, I hit an innocent human being. So that's a stressor. So that's things to keep in mind. So I'm going to add one more stressor, and then go over a few things. Alright. Somebody hits the fire alarm. This is what you're going to hear. so that was a little bit of the training that I do. This is just one course, right? This is just one drill that I do. Again, this is called the hat trick. We gave it that name because we do it in the hat, right? There's several others that we have as well. We also do drills on just a tap and rack. It just fell to fire, tap it, we rack it, it didn't jam. I practiced that one as well. This is one of my favorites because if it does jam, I need to clear that jam, get another magazine in. We have one that I call the box drop. Again, there's a box down bottom. It's padded. I can drop that magazine, grab it, I can rack it, grab a magazine off of me, wherever it's going to be that day. Most of the time I'll wear it back here. Sometimes I carry one in my pocket, so I do different spots, right? This is Spencer Defense Training. Stay safe. Stay armed. Hey, we want to take a second just to let you know that we offer concealed weapons classes in South Carolina. We are in Anderson, South Carolina. So if you're local to us, check us out at defensetraining.org. We also offer other training as well. You can check that out again, defensetraining.org. Also, we make holsters. We have custom holsters that we make, so you can go check those holsters out. They are ambidextrous and both inside and outside the waistband holsters. They are made of Kydex. They have a lifetime guarantee and a 60-day money-back guarantee. So check those out at defensetraining.org/holsters. All right, back to the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.